Hello, 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 and welcome to the next instalment of the 2021 opening Backyard England Test match. Unfortunately, due to technical issues, we were not able to bring you the end of Dan's 11's first innings, but the end of that did coincide with the tea break on day 2. So we're going to pick things up with the evening session, and Alex's 11 looking to enhance their lead. And it's Gurpal Singh with the ball. Here we go. And tuck and run off the mark first ball. Wide open stance. And down the ground, and that looks good. That's 4. That's a lovely shot. Any batsman at any level of cricket will tell you, if you can get an on drive away off the middle of the bat nice and early in your innings, it sets you up. Really sets you a platform. You're feeling good, Nick, if you're putting an on drive away early on. Low full toss. Straight bat. And he's placed that excellently. The two fielders are quite tight at mid-off and mid-on. There's not a lot of space between them, but he has absolutely nailed that. Couldn't have placed that any better. That's a good delivery as well, and Smith right behind it. Got right across his stumps there. Almost outside off stump completely to get him behind that. Countering that in swing that Sharif bowls so well. And again there. You can see the tactic from Smith. Get right across on off stump to Sharif's in swingers and nudge into the leg side and look for singles. He's played that well. It's a good bit of cricket from the opener. Will Chapman adopt a similar policy? Sharif into him now. Oh, he's cleaned him. Oh, he's bowled him, and it is that in-swinger. Gets it right, and Lewis Chapman has gone. That's disappointing. Good nut that from Yusuf Sharif. Chapman coming right forward, just didn't cover it. Left the gap, and it's gone straight through. Between bat and pad. Played across himself a little bit. Looks as though that bat was skewed towards mid-wicket slightly, and that's probably what's cost him there, but that's a good start for Dan's 11. Exactly what they needed. Early wickets are the order of the day, and they have got their first one on the board thanks to Yusuf Sharif. Harvey Tiffin on now. Struggled in the first innings. 1 for 31. He got carted around a little bit by Vamsi Bogareddy, among others. And starts with a full toss here, and Maguire played that beautifully. It's a lovely strike from Rob Maguire. Think it's going to look good from this angle. Yeah, beautiful. Placement superb. There's a big gap at cover. And he's found it easily. Tiffin back over the wicket now. Another full toss. Called through for a single. Good running from both of them. That's as good a start as Alex's 11 could have hoped for. They'll be disappointed to have lost Chapman early on. But they've ticked off runs without doing anything too flashy here. They've seen off Sathya. They've seen off Sharif. Still got Dan Mears to bowl in this rotation. And this man, Sam Dennis, who was impressive in the first innings. They'll take one there. Maguire calls him through. Good running. Good awareness from Rob Maguire. Don't think Smith was ready for that initially. And he applauds his partner there. That was good from Maguire. Well in the first innings, Bijal Patel didn't have any rewards to show for it, but he was economical, bowled accurately, moved it both ways, preferred to bowl the outswinger to the right-hander, and Maguire's knocked him away there. Well played. Good running again. They've been busy, these two. Not allowed the bowlers to settle into a rhythm. Rotated strike well. It's down leg. No wide call. They can just get going for another 10 or 20 minutes, these two. Then Alex's 11 will be in complete control of this game. Oh, he's bowled him! Oh, no! Oh, that's a disappointment. What a blow that is for Dan's 11. Just as Maguire and Smith were looking to pull this game away from them, they've responded. And he's just got it under the bat. That's a good delivery from Bijal Patel. That swung late. And swung quite a long way as well. Good delivery. Bit lazy from Smith, but just as these two were looking to calm things down and take the game away, Dan's 11 have hauled themselves back into it. Very, very good, and it is the captain himself now, Dan Mears, who's going to look to build on that momentum that Patel has given him there. That was an excellent over. Mears to Borrett. And for those who may remember, Ricky Borrett's first ball in the first innings was from Dan Mears, and he was given not out, caught and bowled when there may well have been bat on it. So Mears will be out for a bit of revenge here. Sathya darts it in. Decent bouncer followed by a low full toss. Bit of a mixed bag from Mears up to now. On they've gone. Sathya, can he hit them? He has hit them. How is it? Looks out, is out. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we've complimented Alex's 11 so far on their running between the wickets, but he's picked out the best fielder going to his strong side. I think he sold Maguire up a river there, Ricky Borrett. He said yes, Alvin Sathya on his strong arm is not the man to take a single to. As impressive as the running has been in this innings, that is a bit of a suicidal one. And I don't think this is going to be close. Yeah, he's well out. Brilliant bit of fielding from Sathya. Magnificent from him. Rob Maguire will be furious. And I think the blame for that one does have to go to Ricky Borrett. Desperate to get some runs under his name early on. We saw that in the first innings. Takes liberties early on in his innings with the singles, Ricky Borrett, as he tries to get going, but I think he's chosen a bad one there. Rob Maguire just started to look settled, just started to look good, and I think he's been sold a dud there. Complimented them on the running between the wickets so far, but when you've got a fielder as good as Alvin Sathya and the ball is hit to his strong hand, straight at him, it's just not a sensible run. Maguire looked annoyed coming off. That's a good delivery from Dan Mears to follow it up. Brilliant from him. Brilliant from Sathya, we shouldn't forget that, but that is a poor bit of cricket from Alex's 11. 30 for 3. Suddenly now, this game looks a lot more open. This is an important partnership. Crowther into Saeed. Oh, has he got glove on that? I think he's hit that. It's out. It's given. Oh, that's such a soft dismissal. In the space of 2 overs, Alex's 11 have thrown away 2 wickets. And Dan's 11 right back in the contest now. This is about as soft as you're going to see. He can do anything with that ball, Saeed. You can leave it or you can smash it. The one thing you don't do is waft lazily at it. It's a good catch from Dan Mears. Has to be said, going low to his left-hand side, that is a good bit of cricket from the wicketkeeper. Good catch that, low down. But for Nav Saeed, that is such a poor dismissal. And it completes a pair in the match for him. And by his high standards, for a player of his quality, that is a poor couple of dismissals he's put on the board in this game. That is a lazy stroke. Well, they are shooting themselves in the foot here, Alex's 11. 35 for 4. 3 wickets have gone down for 6 runs. Turn this game on its head, and suddenly Dan's 11 may be in control here. But Vamsi Bogireddy might be the ideal player for this situation. Hit his second ball for 6 in the first innings. Made 28 off 15. Tends not to muck around. So we'll see what he does here. That's over the top and it's 6 again. Well, what a start that is. On debut, Vamsi Bogireddy, second innings in a row. He's hit his second ball for 6. What about that? Might be the ideal player in this situation. If he can come off for 20 minutes and get a quick 40... it'll change the game again. What a strike that is. That's a tennis shot. Brilliantly entertaining, Bogireddy. Oh, they're appealing for it. Don't think he's going to get this. Some noise from the field. But I don't think that's a wonderful appeal. We'll have another look at that. Let's see what we've got. Well, pitched outside leg, might be going over the top. Other than that, it was pretty much plumb. And Dan's 11, well, they have roared back into this match in some style. A bit of it has been self-inflicted from Alex's 11, but at the same time, good bowling. Used his bowlers well in that rotation, Dan Mears, and he sensed the moment here and gone to the big gun. No delay. Alvin Sathya straight into the attack to get Ricky Borrett out. Good captaincy this from Mears. Not saving him for later on. He sensed the moment, sensed the initiative, and he's trusting his best bowler to get rid of Alex's 11's best batsman. Big over in the context of the game this. If he does get a wicket in this over, and it is the wicket of Ricky Borrett, then you'd say Dan's 11 become favourites. Sathia's first over was a little off colour, but he doesn't normally need too long to find his radar. That's a good delivery. I think that's come off the knee. And what an exciting start we've had here. It's been a brilliant test match all the way through. Ebbed and flowed. Good ball again. Borrett lets it hit him. Been on the money this over, Alvin Sathya. Big contest this. Oh, what about that? Is it LB? Has he caught it? Well, it can't be LB because he's played a shot. I don't think there was bat on it for the catch behind. Look at the field he's got for him here. You notice this is a lot more aggressive now. Man in short on both the offside and the leg side. Oh, and he's had a waft. That's maybe not the best plan of action for Ricky Borrett in this over. Just see this over off. Trying to impose himself, trying to get on top of Sathya. Might be better off just letting it go. And gets right behind that. Can't be LB's, he's playing a shot. But Borrett survives. And that over is done. Alvin Sathya is seen off. Ricky Borrett has done his job there. What a fascinating match we have here. Who is in charge of this game? Dan's 11 have roared back into it with a vengeance, and it's Gurpal Singh to Bogireddy. Oh, and it's over the fence. It's another soft dismissal. Oh, no. Well, they're right under the cosh now. Dan's 11 well in charge of this game now, you'd have to say. That is a big wicket. That's the last of the frontline batsmen, and Bogireddy gone for 6. In no time at all. Straight up in the air. You'd have to say it's another poor dismissal, but it has come from good tight bowling from Dan's team and the pressure and momentum they've built. But that is the 4th wicket in the last 5 overs. Turn this game on its head from 29 for 1. They've lost 4 for 12. And Dan's 11 in charge of this game now completely. What a performance from them. What a turnaround. Trailing by 48 on first innings. When Smith and Maguire got it to 29 for 1, you'd think it was bubbling over nicely for Alex's team, but what a spell this has been from the bowlers. Helped by some brainless cricket from Alex's team, but they have been magnificent, Dan's team. Captain's got all his decisions spot on, and he's reaping the rewards. The bowlers have been excellent. Field settings have been good. He's used the bowlers well, Mears. And you'd have to say this is theirs to lose now if they can knock over the tail quickly. That's in the air and short. And where they're going for the single, he's hit the stumps, but I think he's home. And they're going to get another. In the end, good running in the end. Elliot Fox was a bit lazy to get going there. It was a lazy stroke. Could have been caught if he'd hit it a bit cleaner. But the most important thing, they survive and they get the 2 runs. And a good ball again. Gurpal Singh has bowled well in this match. Figures don't really reflect it. Wicketless in the first innings, but he bowled nicely, caused problems. Got his reward here with a wicket of Chapman, but Fox has played that nicely. That's a good stroke from Elliot Fox. Live wire cricketer Fox. And he could be important here. They're going to need something from him. Time that beautifully. He's off and running in no time at all. And it is Neil Murphy again. What can he produce? Look at that. Lost 31 balls. 4 for 20. Flipped this game completely on its head. Where's that? Called him through. Oh, I think he might have been in trouble had that hit. Fox was alert. Borrett not so much. But they survive again. And that is the 50 up. They've limped to that 50 rather than raced to it. Where's that? I think that's going to be 4. It's carried all the way. It's 6. So Fox not wasting any time here. Looking to impose himself on the bowling. Cashing in on loose deliveries. It's good from Fox. Good shot, that. Got his weight right through that. Yeah, well played. And that's what they've got to do. They've got to cash in on anything loose. Still think if I was Ricky Borrett, I'd want to be facing these deliveries. Oh, no, what about that? That's a sitter. Oh, that's an awful drop from Yusuf Sharif. Oh, what has he done there? He dropped a couple in the first innings. This might be the worst of the... Oh, that's a dolly. Oh, no. Well, you can't drop those. His bowling and his ground fielding have been superb in this test match. The catching has let him down. And that, wow, you can't get an easier chance off your own bowling. That is a shocker from Yusuf Sharif. Needs to put that out of his head, but that's kind of proof of what we're saying. You wanted Borat at this end, really. Fox will give chances. Not a criticism of Elliot Fox. He's a good player, but you want your best batsman facing the best bowlers when the game's in the balance like this. And they're going to take the single. Oh, where are they going? Both in the middle. Oh, what are they doing? This is another one. Oh, no. Suicide from Alex's 11. Another careless run out. Another awful dismissal. Wow, who is at fault here? This is a dreadful bit of cricket. Fox knocks it to Crowther's weak side. And then they have a little mothers meeting in the middle. Little tea break for themselves. It's a poor throw, but Mears able to take it. Just in time. Apologies, we lost a bit of the footage there. Oh, what are they doing? You go. No, I'll go. No, after you. No, wait, I think I'll go. No, I'll go back. I'll see you later. Borat fuming, but I think he's got to take his share of the blame there. That's Elliot Fox's call. Can see both sides of that. On the one hand, that's Fox's call, and Borat has to trust his partner and go if he says go. And if they both go straight away, there probably is a single to Crowther's weak side. But at the same time, Elliot Fox, maybe it's a risk in this situation to take the run. Well, it's poor from both of them, really. Both of them need to accept their share of the responsibility. It's another suicidal dismissal. Another dreadful bit of cricket. And it brings Ewan McGregor to the crease, and they need something from him, the debutant. And he gets off the mark, first ball with a boundary, played that well. Looked in good order in the first innings, Ewan McGregor, looked organised. It was a surprise when he was dismissed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please leave a comment below the video and tell us whose fault you think that dismissal was. I think it's a bit of both. But I do think if Elliot Fox calls yes, Ricky Borat should commit and go. Should trust his partner, and he hasn't done. But both batsmen will be disappointed in themselves there. Awful dismissal, that. The worst possible thing to happen in this situation when you're fighting a brilliant wave from Dan's 11. All the momentum and initiative is against you. Do not give a daft run out away. And it's the second of this innings. You'd have to say, really, the last 4 dismissals have all been self-inflicted. They have come as a result of pressure and good bowling, but at the same time, 4 awful dismissals for Alex's team. Who's next? It is going to be Bijal Patel to Ricky Borat. Again, using his bowlers well, Dan Mears. All his best bowlers on at Ricky Borat. Knows that Borat is under pressure, having been involved in 2 run-outs. And knowing that the game rests on Borat's shoulders. Using all his frontline bowlers against him. And Borat has learnt from his mistake with the Maguire dismissal, not taking a single to Alvin Sathia's right hand this time around. What a brilliant game. Oh, he's taking it again this time, though. Oh. Well, that one was a bit less of a risk because Sathia had to cover a lot of ground to get there. But even so, he really does live on the boundaries, Ricky Borat. That's a nice shot from McGregor. Played that well. Low full toss, nice looking stroke. Lazy fielding from Stevens, could have done a bit better there. But all the same, McGregor, 8 off 3 balls. Oh, and he's bowled him, and it's another one, and Dan's 11. What a performance this has been from them. It's 73 for 7. They are blasting Alex's team away. This has been magnificent, and Bijal Patel, another good nut from him. Long way forward, McGregor, didn't get down to it. in between bat and pad. What a performance this has been. Dan Mears, his side have bowled brilliantly. They've been led well. Some sloppiness in the field at times, but when it's counted, they've been excellent. What a performance this is. They have hauled themselves in front of this game. We said they needed wickets and plenty of them first up. Well, how they've responded. 73 for 7. And the lead of 121. You'd feel anything below 150, Dan's team will fancy chasing here. If they can knock the tail over, well in charge. James Maguire, what a big job he's got on his hands now. At number 9, just him and Jake Buttler to go. The important thing for Alex's 11 is that there is a last man standing. So the good news for them is that Ricky Borat can't get left stranded if Maguire and Buttler go cheaply. Dan's 11 will have to dismiss Ricky Borat to win this test match. And that is the bonus for Alex's team. And you'd feel now the target will just be, can we get anything over 150? The lead is 121 at the moment. Maguire sees off the last 2 balls from Patel. And a shell-shocked Alex's team finished day 2 on 73 for 7. An astonishing collapse. A brilliant session of play for Dan's team. They started it as heavy underdogs and they finished it as likely winners of this opening test match. Join us again next time for the start of day 3 and we'll see if Alex's 11 can haul themselves back into contention.